Today we're showing you guys how we took down 3 of our gowns here at Spring Hill to help preserve them for the next generation. So Carmella and Amanda, our AmeriCorps rep and our longtime intern, are working with me to help take this gown down. It belonged to Ida Weimar Pease from about 1870. You can see while Amanda and Carmella are working, it is secured closed due to a bunch of hooks along the front. So to help preserve that, we are keeping it secured closed, and we are stuffing the sleeves, the bust, and anywhere that the fabric folds. Now this dress belonged to Eliza Weimar, Wales, Ida's sister. It is a hoop skirt dating from about 1864. We believe she took it with her on her honeymoon, actually. So because of the volume of the skirt, how much fabric there is, we did have to have a custom box made for this skirt specifically, because it also is preserving 2 bodices. There's the day bodice there, a petticoat, and hoops. Now the hoops are modern, but we want to keep them together because they are made specially for this skirt. So here you can see the skirt all packed away, nice and neat. And here's one of our day bodices. We were able to preserve all of these between 2 boxes that'll help keep them together. And there you can see what our poor mannequins look like once we take these skirts off. The last gown we're going to show you is a 1910 lace gown. And with this, we're going to be able to show you a little bit more in depth. So first we take the sash off, and then you can see Carmella and I trying to get all the buttons undone as we pull the lace gown off. Now we are preserving these dresses in textile boxes. It's top of the line, best thing we can do for them. Here we have already put the lace gown in the box, and you can see Amanda at the back straightening out the skirt. It is wider than the box is, and that is pretty normal. We are using unbuffered tissue. You can see both Amanda and Carmella using it wherever we have to fold the fabric. Now, whenever we have folds in the fabric, that will crease the fabric and it will weaken the fabric, and we definitely do not want this fabric weakened, especially on this lace gown since it is already so fragile. You can see right in there where Carmella and Amanda are stuffing it, making sure that all the creases are supported and that the fabric is fairly even. And then Carmella is starting to put a layer of tissue paper on top to help protect the rest of the fabric. Now we can take off the petticoat and the shift. Now we did take them off both in one go, and you can see it just lifts straight off. Here Carmella is adjusting and folding the petticoat. Next we are putting the shift into the same box. Thankfully, shifts are made to be fairly hardy, so they are definitely not as delicate where that sheer lace was that we are using on that gown that goes on top. Like the gown before it though, we are using unbuffered tissue to fold to make sure we are not getting a whole lot of creasing in there and anywhere else on that shift. And lastly, a layer of tissue paper, more tissue paper, right? All right, the very last thing that is going into this box is that sash that you saw us take off the gown at the very beginning. And you can see Carmella working her magic here. She is folding the sash into some unbuffered paper to make sure that we are preserving it the best way possible. None of the fabric is touching another part of the fabric, just to keep it really well preserved. And you can see she's folding it to make sure that nothing is touching, and then into the box it goes. And last comes the lid, so we have to tuck all the tissue back into the box and place the lid on top. Now, as long as we're storing these flat, we'll be able to preserve them for many, many years to come. We would like to thank Andrew Oser and Robert McKinney, who helped us with a fundraiser back a few years ago to help purchase these textile boxes. So thank you to both of those gentlemen.